The clip with the bullhorn.
Asking every American to join me. Throughout our history, America's often made the greatest progress coming out of some of our darkest moments, like you're hearing in that bullhorn. I believe we can and must do that again, and we are. But as fellow Americans, look, our democracy isn't perfect. It always has been. Notwithstanding those folks you hear on the other side there, they're entitled to be outrageous. This is a democracy. But history...
He's literally saying, dude, he's so fucking lame, dude. Like, he's literally saying they're entitled to do that.
And common sense. Good manners is nothing they've...
Oh, by the way, that was the other big clip, Chimp. It's like red, white, and blue, for the record. Like, the door is white, it's red on the sides, and then blue for America, but they only saw the red, so everyone was, like, freaking out over it. It's like, what's that thing? Like, there are so many examples of this in, like, old school comics even, where it'll be, like, a guy that's, like, it looks like the shadow is stabbing someone, but actually when you fucking, and that's what the media looks at. But then if you pull back a little bit, you realize that you know what I mean? The forced perspective meme. You're talking about the RT Al Jazeera CNN meme, which is the same picture? You mean this? I mean, no, that's just like, that's just how Republicans operate. This is the, but it's kind of like that. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, look, this. This is what I was talking about. It's such a fucking stupid meme, but I love it. That's deep. I know it's deep. It's wild that one mediocre billionaire managed to fuck up a centuries-old political party. Like, just that mind-boggling? No, dude. He didn't. It's not one billionaire that fucked it up. No, he just kicked it into high gear. This is what you guys don't understand. Trump is not the reason, man. Democracy is mob rule that endangers individual rights. I love that. I love when the Libertarian Party does that, by the way. When they just like come out and are openly like, hey, you know, as libertarians, we just hate democracy. All Republicans want to do is whine about wokeness. Libertarians have solutions. Repeal the Civil Rights Act. God, they're such a fucking funny meme overall. I love that. Oh, yeah, monarchist libertarians, that's a real thing. Like Boo Boo Bennett, she's in favor of monarchy.
That came out of the darkest moments of our history. That progress was him. He is the progress. He is the man on the donkey riding into Judea. He is, you thought he was just a venal, corrupt old politician who's lusted after power his entire life, and now that he's gained it, is gripping it with the fiery force of 1,000 suns. You thought that's who he was. But no, actually, he is a light bringer. Like his predecessor, he's a light bringer. So he compares himself to, once again, the MAGA Republicans. And amazing stuff here.
MAGA Republicans look at America and see carnage and darkness and despair. They spread fear and lies. Lies told for profit and power. But I see a different America. An America with an unlimited future. An America that's about to take off.
I mean, that's an amazing statement. So his opponents see carnage, darkness, and despair. This entire speech has been about how half the American population wishes to destroy the democracy in which we live. But don't worry. It's his opponents who see carnage and darkness and despair. He's hopeful, you see. He's an optimist. What makes him optimistic? What makes him optimistic is that he has spent more money than any president in the history of the world. What makes him optimistic is that he has rammed through useless package after useless package, bringing us to 40-year highs in inflation and the brink of a very serious recession in the United States. What makes him optimistic is things like pulling out of Afghanistan and subjecting 38 million people to the predations of the Taliban. I mean, all these things make him optimistic. It turns out that optimism is wrapped up. If you're optimistic about the country, it's because you love Joe Biden. It's just that simple. Here we go.
Just look around. I believe we could lift America from the depths of COVID. So we passed the largest economic recovery package since Franklin Delano Roosevelt. I believe we could build a better America. So we passed the biggest infrastructure investment since President Dwight D. Eisenhower. And I believe we could create a clean energy future and save the planet. So we passed the most important climate initiative ever, ever, ever.
I love that he he clipped out the claps too.
Right? So the light is his policy. It turns out the cure is not saying that people win elections. That's not the cure. The cure is not even rejecting Donald Trump. The cure, according to Joe Biden, is embrace all of the things I want. And if you don't embrace all of the things that I want, this means you are standing with the white supremacists and the extremists. He makes this absolutely explicit in the next minute of the speech.
No matter what the white supremacists and the extremists say, I made a bet on you, the American people, and that bet is paying off, proving that from darkness, the darkness of Charlottesville, of COVID, of gun violence, of insurrection, we can see the light. Light is now visible.
Dude, it's funny that, like, Democrats are doing Biden is doing like 1/5 of what Trump did throughout the 4 fucking years, and significantly worse shit on top of that. But like, just speech pattern wise, right? Like, Democrats are doing 1/5 of it, and the Republicans are literally like MSNBC. They're worse than MSNBC. They're losing their fucking minds, dude. They're like, I can't believe he said it. Like, he said that we can actually make America better. What does that mean? That must mean that he doesn't think America is good right now. I can't believe he said we should make America great again. That's completely unacceptable.
Accepted the results of a presidential election.
That's not true. That's bullshit.
It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not.
Okay, dude. Fucking Austin Ox. How dare you, dude? How fucking dare you? Okay? Son of a gun.
Light that will guide us forward, not only in words, but in actions. Actions for you, for your children, for your grandchildren, for America. Even in this moment.
Okay, stop it right there. When he says, well, I mean, again, the justice.
Okay, this is boring. We're done with this.